Lives are at stake. God forbid another 9/11. Can you imagine Mamdani in the seat?
Yeah, I could. He'd be cheering.
It's another problem.
This photograph of him smiling and meeting with Imam Suraj Wajaj during a campaign visit last week. But it turns out Wajaj has in the past praised radical Islamic terrorists who were later convicted of attacking New York City. He testified as a defense witness in the 1995 trial of the blind sheikh, Abdul Rahman, and his terrorist cell. They were found guilty of the 1993 bombing of the World Trade Center that killed 6 people and injured more than 1,000, and another plot to blow up New York City buildings and tunnels. Wahaj testified at the trial, quote, "We have met. I respect him. He is a well-known scholar. That is why I respect him. And he is bold as a strong preacher of Islam."
Know what it means to be a real New Yorker. You know what, Zohran? Wipe that smile off your face.
The Imam Suraj Wahaj sued me for $5 million. This man sued me because I was calling him out as one who was embracing terrorism, as we saw Zohran Mamdani. See, Zohran Mamdani embraced terrorists, and I get sued by terrorists.
Morning, Mr. Mamdani. Mr. Mamdani, you have anything to say about your relationship with Imam Wahaj? Come on, man. Mr. Mamdani, anything to say about the Imam? He said some nasty stuff. Does it bug you?
Happier about him. Check out the pal smiling from ear to ear on social media. Mamdani wrote, "I had the pleasure of meeting with Imam Suraj Waj, one of the nation's foremost Muslim leaders and a pillar of the Bed-Stuy community for nearly half a century. That's certainly one way to describe the man arm in arm with the future mayor. Another way is to say that Wahaj served as a character witness for the mastermind of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, claiming that he was he was a respected scholar. A longtime defender of convicted terrorists, this imam also raised money for their legal defenses. And no surprise, he's trashed the United States."
You know what this country is? It's a garbage can. It's filthy. Filthy and sick.
No, he's
saying, "Show me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are." That is applicable here. Zohran Mamdani has palled around with socialists, with communists. Now this radical extremist imam. This is somebody who is anti-American. This is somebody, as you mentioned, has defended the convicted plotters of the World Trade Center bombing. And he has to come out and actually denounce Hamas. He still has not done that. He did it in a mild way during the debate. But this is a communist sympathizer. He is a terrorist sympathizer. And I will tell you something else. 1993, Zohran was still a baby in diapers in Uganda, Africa. He is only 34 years old. He's only been in this city as a citizen for 7 years. He does not have the experience, he does not have the knowledge to be mayor of the largest city in the nation. And his policies are just downright dangerous. He has called the NYPD the greatest threat to society, to our city, to public safety. He wants to eliminate jails completely. He wants to legalize prostitution. These are radical and destructive policies. I truly believe that the people in New York City do not want this. That they
mayoral debate. Mamdani wrote on X, "I had the pleasure of meeting with Imam Suraj Wahaj, one of the nation's foremost Muslim leaders and a pillar of the Bed-Stuy community for nearly half a century. Wahaj, 75, who also heads the Muslim Alliance in North America, was fingered by prosecutors as an unindicted co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. 6 people died in the World Trade Center bombing in 1993. At the time, Wahaj was an unindicted co-conspirator. So an unindicted co-conspirator is somebody that prosecutors allege to have been involved somehow in a criminal activity, but they either didn't have enough information to indict them at the time or shown support for other troubling figures. In 2015, Mamdani took to social media to defend the infamous al-Qaeda operative Anwar al-Awlaki, who was a prominent imam at mosques in San Diego and Virginia and interacted with 3 of the heinous September 11th, 2001 hijackers, U.S. officials have said. Al-Awlaki moved to Yemen in 2004, where he joined al-Qaeda and hatched numerous international terrorist plots while preaching jihad in videos and on CDs. And I just want to say something about al-Awlaki. He was an American. And what was interesting about him is that he was able to deliver all of these al-Qaeda messages in English, which was why he was such an important propagandist.
Campaign for mayor accepted thousands in prohibited foreign contributions. As a frontrunner in the race, Mamdani's alleged violation of campaign finance laws has critics calling for accountability. The information comes from an in-depth review of New York City Campaign Finance Board filings, showing at least 170 donations from foreign addresses, a violation of federal, state, and city regulations that ban non-U.S. citizens and non-permanent residents from funding political campaigns. Candidates are legally obligated to repay the illegal funds immediately. However, Mamdani's team has not returned all the money. He could be facing potential fines and jail time. The campaign raised $4 million in private funds and $12.7 million in public matching dollars, most of his support coming from outside of New York City, including a recent $1 million donation. Recent investigations show direct financial links between his campaign and several Muslim organizations, some with documented ties to extremism and terrorism. These connections, funneled through political action committees, PACs, and amplified by taxpayer matching funds, spark concerns from conservatives that Mamdani's progressive platform may be fueled by foreign influence or extremists, possibly terrorists.